Out of all the specialties within nursing, I can guarantee you that psych nursing is the best specialty out there. And in this video, I'm going to be going over 5 reasons why psych nursing is the best nursing. So stay tuned. Welcome back, Psych Dude family. It's good seeing each and every one of you guys today. So you probably clicked this video because you're interested in finding out why is psych nursing the best nursing. And honestly, there's so many great specialties out there, but there's something about psych that makes it extremely special. Just being able to communicate with people, being able to treat their behaviors. There's so many good things about psych nursing, and that's the reason why I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to show you guys how special it is. And if you're not in psych, definitely take all of these things in consideration, and maybe you could use them going forward to advance your career. So without further ado, let's get started on my top 5 reasons why psych is the best specialty. So before we get started on this video, if you are new to this channel, let me formally introduce myself. I'm the Psych Dude. I'm a board certified psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, and in this channel I go over several different subjects to educate the public about mental health, ways to improve your lifestyle, topics related to nursing, nurse practitioners, mental health, and specifically psychiatric mental health nurse practitioners like myself. And if you are interested in any of these topics, please feel free to subscribe, make sure you like this video, and also follow me on Instagram at THEPSYCHDUDE. So without further ado, let's get started on the top 5 reasons why psychiatric nursing is the best specialty out there. Let's go. So the very first reason why psych nursing is the best specialty out there is because you get to learn lifelong communication skills. And the beauty about being in psych is you get to actually practice communicating with people and learning to distinguish certain behaviors in order for you to therapeutically communicate with them. And you get to do it on a daily basis. You get to learn how to be able to talk to someone that's depressed, talk to someone that's anxious, talk to someone that's aggressive, talk to someone that's irritable, or being able to talk to someone that might be responding to internal stimuli, might be having a psychotic break, things of those natures. You're able to communicate with them, and not only do you get to use it within nursing, you get to actually use it outside of nursing. When you communicate with other people around you, friends, family, strangers, you're able to develop subtle tendencies or techniques where you'll be able to communicate with them appropriately. And this goes beyond nursing, and it's one of those things where just being in psych lets you be able to have those skills, learn those skills just to move forward going on. And even if nursing isn't a thing for you, you can always use all of these skills going forward for whatever career you want to go into. So the second reason why psych nursing is the best specialty is because you get to learn skills and managing behaviors beyond nursing skills. And that's the beauty of being a psych nurse, is because you get to learn so much. You get to learn how to manage aggressive behavior. You get to learn how to manage hostile behavior. You get to learn how to manage depressive behavior. You get to learn how to manage irritable behavior. All of those things combined, you could learn how to manage those things in order to keep you safe, your other patients safe, your staff safe, and just the environment safe. You get to learn all of those things that go beyond nursing, because let's be real, anyone can learn how to put in an IV, anyone can learn how to put in a cath, anyone could put on a condom cath, anyone can do these nursing skills as long as they learn how to do it. And you can do that in all the different units regardless of which unit you're in, but you don't necessarily learn all of those managing behaviors except in psych. And that's the beauty about being in psych. You get to be able to use these skills beyond nursing. Like I said, you can use it in the outside world. If you're ever being in an aggressive situation or someone's being aggressive towards you, you get to understand how to be able to pretty much get yourself out of that situation. And you get to learn that in psych. And like I said, psych is amazing. So the third reason why psych nursing is the best specialty is because job security. There's so many jobs out there, and let's face it, working in psych, no one really wants to work in psych, so there's a lot of jobs out there. and your job security is there because you're able to continue to be in your job and not necessarily having to worry about someone swooping in your job, because no one really wants to be a psych nurse because they think everyone is crazy. So if everyone thinks that, you have all the job security in the world, because the worst case scenario, all you have to, or majority of the things you have to do, is manage behaviors. Yes, you can still have medication errors, but it's not as bad as other medication errors if you were to have it within the ER, the ICU, med surgery, and it's things like that. Because let's face it, psych nursing, you only use certain amount of medications, and a lot of the times if it is a critical moment where there is aggressive behavior and you need to provide a medication, a lot of times the doctors will either be there, or the nurse practitioners will be there, or they'll give you the verbal order which you have to read back to them, as opposed to someone just putting in the order through the computer when you're outside the psych world. So it's one of those things where job security is definitely there because not everyone wants to do psych nursing. So the fourth reason why psych nursing is the best specialty is because you get to help someone that might not have gotten help before. Meaning, yes, there's other units where you can do that. When someone comes in for new onset diabetes and they're in DKA, yes, you get to help someone in that setting, but it's a little bit different compared to helping someone for the very first time dealing with suicidal ideation, or dealing with depressive thoughts, or dealing with bipolar or any type of mood disorder. It's so nice being able to help them. It's nice to be able to just give them the care that they need, the education that they need, and you get to do it from the very beginning. Because let's face it, when someone comes in on a hold or in a crisis, the doctor isn't going to see them right away depending on which unit, and you get to make that first contact with them when they are in the unit. You get to able to do the intake, and you're able to educate and provide them the therapeutic communication that they need in order to feel better about what's going on. But when you're in the other types of settings, the med-surg settings, the ER, yes, you get first dibs, but at the same time, all the doctors are kind of rushing towards wanting to help that patient right away and wanting to do all of these things. But it's different in psych. It's one of those things where they don't necessarily have to see the patient right away. You can be that first contact, and you get to be the one that makes that difference because you're the front line person. So like I said, psych nursing is definitely amazing, and definitely you should consider it. The fifth and final reason why psych nursing is the best specialty is because you can work in so many different settings. And the beauty about being able to work in so many different settings, which goes hand in hand with your job security, is you get to work in so many different settings. If you want to work in the hospital, you can work inpatient. If you want to work with substance abuse, you can work with substance abuse, whether it's inpatient or outpatient. And if you want to work in an outpatient clinic, you can work in an outpatient clinic. So if you're ever tired of any of these other jobs, you can always go somewhere else within psych. You can go outpatient, inpatient, urgent care, you can go clinic, you can go private practice, you can go so many places within psych. And you're not necessarily, you can't have that with other types of nursing. If you're ICU nurse, you're pretty much gonna be ICU nurse unless you go to med surg, unless you go to ER, but you can't go anywhere beyond that. You can't go outpatient ICU. No one has that. You have to either resort to PACU, or you have to resort to just outpatient same day surgery, and you have to do all of those things. But it's not the same. And if you were an ER nurse and you have to go to urgent care, it's similar where you do similar skills, but it's not to the same acuity. But within psych, you're gonna be dealing with psych patients. You're dealing with substance abuse, detox, inpatient hospitalization, outpatient clinics, so many good things within psych, and there's so many different varieties, to the point where if you get tired, like I said, tired of one thing, you can always go to the next thing and go back to where you were before. There's so many opportunities, and you can't say that about all the other specialties. It's one of those things where psych nursing, like I said, is the best nursing. Well guys, this concludes our video. Definitely wanted to give you more of an input on why psych nursing I think is the best specialty out there. Yes, there's so many different great specialties out there within the world of nursing, but this is unique enough to where you can develop all of these skills beyond nursing. And let's face it, not all of us want to just be great nurses, you know, but we want to be great people out there also. And if you're going to be able to develop skills while you're a nurse, it's going to put you so much further ahead of everyone else. Imagine being able to communicate even if you become someone else. Say for example, you become a CRNA afterwards. You're going to be able to educate properly. You'll be able to therapeutically communicate with so many people beyond that. And even if you want to be able to go, let's say you're tired of nursing and you want to be a lawyer, imagine the communication skills that you learn while as a psych nurse moving forward. You're going to be able to therapeutically listen to people and being able to build that rapport, especially the jury, when you want to build that rapport, and you'll be able to communicate appropriately in order for you to win. Well, that's just my 2 cents, you know. It's one of those things where I am biased with psych nursing, but I was an ER nurse also, so I understand how I was able to use my therapeutic communication to be able to help patients, to be able to help their parents, to be able to therapeutically communicate with their family members. And this is what kind of skills that I learned within psych that I was able to use outside of psych. So if you are on the fence on wanting to either become a psych nurse or work in psych, definitely consider these things, because these are lifelong skills that I'll have no matter what, because of psych. Well guys, this ends our video here. Like I said, if you love this video or like this video, please feel free to give this video a thumbs up, and definitely feel free to follow me on Instagram at PsychDude. As always guys, have a wonderful day. Until next time, bye.